Welcome back to El Futuro Academy on YouTube. People, please to like, subscribe, and share to the content. Today's title, we're going to talk about Jamaica U-20 national squad going to play the CONCACAF U-20 World Cup qualifiers in Mexico. What's your thought? Do you think that Jamaica can win this competition? In studio, we have Kavi Meeks, El Futuro CEO, and he's going to answer some questions and give his point of view and what is going to happen, what is going to transpire. Understand? Yes, people. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Kavi Meeks, welcome to the studio. How are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm not bad. I'm happy to be here.
All right, let's get straight into it. What can you give me the history of some of the team that is in the competition, like the USA? We're playing USA today at I think 8 o'clock. Here
Yes,
about.
yes, yes.
So could
Let,
you
let,
give
let me
us?
just officially tell persons that today the U-20, the final round starts. Jamaica will play United States. So today kickoff, the reality is that we're trying to make the World Cup come 2025 at the U-20 level. And we're just trying to do it. So, as you asked for the teams, the U-20 is divided into three zones: Zone A to Zone C. In Zone A, you have United States, Costa Rica, Cuba, and Jamaica. In Zone B, you have Honduras, Dominica Republic, El Salvador, and Canada. And in Zone C, you have Mexico, Panama, Guatemala, and Haiti. And from these three zones, the four semifinalists would automatically make it to the World Cup come next year. But we have to look at how you reach to the semifinal. So the zone is set up where the top two teams from each zones will qualify, as well as the top two third place will go to the quarterfinal round. And from there, you will play off at the quarterfinal round and reach to the semifinal round. Once you're in the semifinal round, you're automatically qualified for the U-20 World Cup come next year.
All right, could you give me some of the history of teams that have won this CONCACAF Championship and qualified to the World Cup?
Well, over the years, Mexico has been one of the most dominant team at this level. I think Mexico won this title around 13 times. Mexico has consistently been at the World Cup at the under 20 level. So Mexico is the giants in this competition. Then secondly, we'll have the United States. The United States not consistently champions, but consistently qualifying for the World Cup. I think the United States won it twice at the under 20 level. They won this title twice. The next team we'll look at now is Honduras. Honduras were runners up twice also, but those were in the late 80s. I think 1984 and 1994 they were runners up, but from then till now, Honduras not really challenging for the title. So Honduras, Costa Rica won it twice also. Costa Rica won in 1988 and 2009. So Costa Rica was champion, but Costa Rica also is a team that normally makes it to the World Cup from this level at this level in CONCACAF. Panama is also Panama Panama consistently challenge, but Panama never win this title. Panama have normally come runners up. I think 2015 was the last time they reached to the final of the CONCACAF Under 20 World Cup. Canada. Canada has won this championship twice also. So if you notice, there's a lot of teams that America, Canada, etc. has won this title twice. But Canada won it in 1986 and in 1996. 10-year gap. But Canada is also a team that is expected to do well. Even if they don't win the title, they're expected to qualify for the World Cup. Cuba, the Caribbean team, the Caribbean team has been finished runners up in twice. The Caribbean team, Cuba, has runners up twice. They runners up in 1970 and in 1974. So Cuba has a history, but that history is long gone. So we'll see how that played out for them. El Salvador has won this title once. El Salvador won it in 1964. In 1964, they have won it. Since then, they have not won this competition. They have not reached the knockout stage in so long, also. So, El Salvador is not expected to be a real force, but the next team is another Caribbean team, which is Dominican Republic. And if we can remember, Dominican Republic was the last team that beat us when we were expected to make the World Cup team qualifies. Dominican Republic beat us in the quarterfinal. I think it was in 2022, and I think that was the last success for Dominican Republic. They finished runners up that year. So Dominican Republic is another team. Guatemala reached the finals twice, never won the competition. Guatemala reached the final in 1962 and 1973. Guatemala reached the final in 1962 and 1973. Guatemala is a team, in my opinion, I don't think Guatemala should be a force to be reckoned with. They're small. They doesn't play the ball fast enough. So it will be interesting to see what Guatemala bring to the table. The next team is the Haitians. The Haitians reach the last major achievement was by the Haitian was the round of 16 in 2022. I think the Haitians is one of the best Caribbean team in terms of playing. Um, However, they have not been able to live up to that expectation and delivering on the final stage. But the Haitian, I don't know much about their team. I don't hear much about no quality players that they have, but they are there about. And if teams don't execute properly on the day, the Haitians can be a team that can spoil the party and sneak away into the World Cup. So we have to be aware of the Haitians. The final team now is our very own Jamaica. And unfortunately, Jamaica best performance was in 1970, where they land at third place. And from that till now, Jamaica has not been able to achieve a greater performance than that. And we're just hoping that this year, or this competition, this tournament, would be the year for Jamaica.
All right. So what's your thought in terms of our profile? You think the team that they selected with the players that we can go through predominantly local based players. And it's some that you saw in the first round. When we play against St. Kitts and those teams. You think and some of the players, local based players, were I think in my estimation are better than some of them that they pick are not there. What's your take on that? Do you think that we will do well and we have a chance to qualify
Well,
for the
in
World Cup?
regards for us doing well, I'm hoping that we'll do well. However, I am still questioning the preparation. I think this last minute preparation is a factor. When you look at the current team, a majority of the team is local based team, with local based players. Why is it that we couldn't get this team together long before? This local based team to get the chemistry going, get the understanding of the players on going, get the players to understand their individual roles and get everything. Then we could complement them with the overseas players. So in that regards, I'm having a concern. And if we can reflect back on the tournament that we played, the last games that we played, we look very ordinary. We look very beatable, and we look out of place. So I'm having a bit of questions. I'm hoping that we can find some way to get it. I tend to have a lot of hope in Jerome Wade. I think over the years he has shown that he can get a team to be playing high brand type football, running, um, um, overloading zones, getting the ball consistently in the dangerous areas, things that the team was not doing well in the last time we saw them play under John Wall.
All right. I also think that some people say that the team was put together 2 years ago, and they are, but if you look deep down into it, Sir Meeks, there are a lot of things that happen, chopping and changes, coaches in and out, players in and out. So these are factors I think also that can cause. our demise. However, we are optimistic and we want to see our nation in the World Cup. And I know that's what you are about
Hoping
as well.
for,
You're hoping for.
hoping
But,
for.
but I think, I am just watching and seeing. I don't know what I should say. I am just being a patriot at the moment.
At the end of the day, I realize that from memory, I can recall about three players that were there last time and they are not there. Um, Simmons, this big striker, where is he from? Overseas, he's not there. Robinho, he's not there.
Phoenix Academy,
I think he was an outstanding player
right back.
in from
Helped
the
in
last.
attack as well.
So I don't understand why he's not
Good
there.
defensively and good attack in attack.
And the D mid, the Barrett,
No, he's injured. He's injured.
he's injured. Oh,
Mhm.
so no. Well, no, I would understand his exclusion, but he was a good. But overall,
So any player you're looking forward to see from Jamaica, really excelling in the tournament.
hmm, all I'm hoping for is for us to qualify for the World Cup. That's all I'm hoping
But you
for.
think that we can continue doing the same preparation, the same thing over and over, and expect a better result?
No, I think our planning, our preparation methodologies needs to change, and we need to get smarter and wiser. Football is about a combination of multiple minds working as one. If we don't spend time on the training ground, spend time in the classroom, showing the players, explaining to the players, then show them what to do, consistently doing it, you cannot expect these youngsters to go on the field and just execute overnight. It is impossible. So if that is not fixed, all we'll always be doing is hoping, which I'm doing now. Jamaica, I'm hoping for us to qualify.
And we'll leave it right there. People, stay tuned for the post-game analysis with El Futuro boss, Kavi Meeks. He will talk about what transpired in the game later after 8 o'clock where Jamaica would play USA, right?
Right?
Right. So people, like, subscribe, and you way
Remember that.
out. Like, subscribe, and share. Big up on
Goodbye.
yourself.